So for ninth grade, we are going to be using these planners, Plan in Place. We're going to do one a year, and we're going to keep these. That way we can keep track of our transcripts and credits and everything. So we are doing the schoolhouseteachers.com to supplement. So some of his classes will be online, which is perfect for him because he loves it. He loves being online. So the first thing is math. Now, we've been using MathUC from the beginning, but like I said in the previous videos, the algebra was really stumping us. And we tried this and he loves this. So we're going to try, this is online, teaching textbooks, Algebra 1, and it's the newer version, the 2.0 has a self-grading. So you make sure you get that one if you're going to buy it. This is kind of spendy, so it's best to buy it used. You can find great deals if you search on your local homeschool support groups or even on Craigslist. You can look around. So anyway, this is what we're going to use for math. So we'll knock out the first math requirement to graduate, Algebra 1. So we will do it however many days it takes, probably 4 days a week or whatnot. So that is for math. Then for science, we're going to be doing Apologia again. Now we moved out of the elementary, middle school ones. This is big, heavy duty. This is high school biology. So this is a huge fatty book. Now I will be doing reviews on these high school curriculum once we work through it because we haven't started yet. We start in January for his high school year. So I'm not going to review something I haven't tried. So, but I love Apologia. And everything has worked so far from them. So this is great. And this is the second edition. It's the newer one. And then it comes with the student notebook. Now there's not the mini books and stuff anymore because that is, a little kiddish. So these are just where you can put all your answers and your science experiments and all this stuff. And then for the lab, we're just going to buy, when January comes, we're going to buy the lab kits that can come. Now, not necessarily from Apologia. I don't know yet. I'm going to look into it. But there's the Home Science Tools website and several different things where you can just get, like for $30, you can get the kits of the things that you're supposed to dissect. And then a microscope. They're not that expensive. I found a nice brand for $60 on Amazon. And you're going to use that through all your kids, so it's worth it. So we're going to look into that come January. But this is for his freshman year, biology for science. Now we are going to continue with this book for health. He needs 1 year of health. So this is going to knock it out. He did this for 8th grade, but it was so intense and heavy duty that he can redo it now because I know he didn't memorize the whole thing. And then we're going to add on a Red Cross class for CPR and first aid and everything. So that will round out his 1 credit he needs for health. Next up, now the social sciences are kind of, the pick and choose. I did the preparing for high school one, but we are going to do American history for his social studies or social science credit for his 9th grade. So I'm piecing together stuff. We're using the schoolhouseteachers.com for things on there too. But I really love Joyce Meyer, the author, and her husband Dave Meyer recommended this book. It's America's history, but it's from the Christian standpoint. It comes with this, you can get extra, the study guide. I got it on Amazon. So that way they can have their questions and test things and things they can write about and stuff to round out the whole year, plus a supplemental American history on the Schoolhouse Teachers. So this is great. I'm excited for that. That will take care of his social sciences. Now Spanish, we're doing a combination. He's doing the Spanish online, the Schoolhouse Teachers, and then he's also doing the Duolingo on his phone. It's a free app you can do. It's like fun games and stuff to help learn Spanish as well. It helps kind of sink it in their head on top of the course. And then this is just a little phrase book that he'll have on top of that. So he's really going to, and what's exciting is my in-laws speak Spanish. So My husband's Mexican, and so it's perfect. So he can start practicing. He'll have his work online to do his studies, and then his reading, writing, and this to help, and then the app to make it fun. And then I'm going to have him email his relatives in Spanish and start checking out books from the library, like Spanish, the little kid books. He can start to translate them. Then he can work his way up to novels, chapter books in Spanish. And then the whole point of a language is to learn it and be able to speak it. So his second year, next year, we want to try to do a mission trip to Mexico or, do things like that. And then plus he can call his grandma, who only speaks Spanish, and have a conversation on the phone. So this is really fun and exciting for us. So that covers math, science, Spanish, and social science and health. Now for English is tricky because in high school, you don't really have an English class. So we're piecing together, on the homeschool or schoolhouse teachers, he's going to be doing classes on that for English. So for freshman year, we're just going to go over vocab and spelling and all that stuff, like basics for grammar stuff. So we found these workbooks from ACE. Right here, you can see that. So these are for 9th grade. And so they're going to go over this. So this is going to be like cementing everything he's learned over the past few years for spelling, vocab, all that kind of stuff. So that will last the year, and then we'll use the online site as well. So like to see right here, this is his plan for the year. So the vocab, spelling, and then the book essays for the rest of the English credit. What we're going to do is I'm going to piece together my own list, which I have right here. This is for his high school, his whole high school. He's not going to read all these in a year. But there's excellent books on here, and it's not just reading a book and that's it, or a little dumb book report. He's going to write a good book report, an essay on it, and he's going to, what he read, what it means to him, how he's going to use it, that kind of stuff. So that will be for his language arts. So that's his language arts is taken care of. The teaching textbooks and the apology about biology, the American history, the Spanish. Filmmaking is on the Schoolhouse Teachers website too. It's a full high school credit. So he's going to be doing that. He's going to take PE in the spring, and then the health with the CPR class. And then there's a Bible on the Schoolhouse Teachers too. There's a really good one called Foundations for Teens. And it's great. It's by, I totally forgot his name, but it's a really good guy. He's well known. He's Oriental. I totally forgot his name, but it's really good and has videos, and it's made specifically for teens. And it questions like, why do you even believe in God? And it's really good. So that's going to be his freshman year. And then these are just some of the books that I laid out for him for his reading. That we can add, and then I think one or two more for his freshman year. So these are the ones he's going to be reading about and writing about. So that's it. High school can be fun. So that's what we have planned for his 9th grade.